What's up, everyone? Honestly, I'm never gonna get used to doing this. I'm very overly sensitive to heat. Anyone else find washing dishes therapeutic? I'd always hated washing dishes as a kid, but then as I grew up, it became very therapeutic. And now I love it. I apologize for this camera quality. I'm using my phone. I switch between my camera and my phone because my phone is just easier. And there's not much to set up. Welcome back to episode 3 of my Chapter to Chapters series. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and clicking on this video again. The amount of support that I have for these series is incredible. So thank you guys so much for all of that love. I hope to see you guys still following this journey as I continue. Yeah, I've said it in the first episode, I said it in the second episode. It makes you reflect a lot. The chapter that I'm working on, I'm on the tail end of my educational chapter. And the education part of my chapter here talks about education in high school, education in college, and then afterwards, and everything in between as well. I was a kid that averaged like 60 to 70% at max, and 70 was probably like the highest for like one or two classes. Majority of it was in the 60s and the low 60s there. I think I was blessed because I put myself in a situation where I understood I wasn't good at certain things. But when I did find what I was good at, I went full on with it. Once I found media, and I dedicated a lot of my time and a lot of my money and investments into it. And it led up to this very moment where I can do this, where I have the knowledge to be able to put everything here together. There are certain things that I hadn't realized that were a huge part to it. And one of those parts is I talk about an old teacher of mine. His name is Richard Sluice. He was a teacher for a program called Comtech. And a lot of the kids that took his class were just kids that it was an elective. It was one of the easier electives amongst the ones that we were able to pick. So I think he understood that. But because of his passion for media, it drove a lot of the students deeper into it as well. The love for media that he showed all of his students was a very attractive love for something that we as kids hadn't seen. And when I got to see it, that's what I wanted in my life. Having gone through everything that I went through as a kid and being able to reflect on it at 29 is amazing. I'm able to look at myself back then and be like, damn, I had a lot more resilience and a lot more determination, motivation than I thought I did. And I think that's something that you have to credit yourself for. People don't know your story. People don't know how hard you worked. And I forgot that. I had forgotten how hard I worked to get to this point. I'd forgotten how much time and dedication I put into my craft. When I went into college, that was when all the wheels started turning for me. I didn't want to do traditional media. At that time, I found my love for music and making music videos. And that's when everything turned for me. I was able to find a musical artist and work with him. Everything just fell into place at that time. And I think that's something that we forget as people, right? We forget that there's a place and a time for everything. And when the time comes, things just fall into place, and things fell into place for me. And I was super grateful. I had the many opportunities to work for amazing people. I had the great and amazing opportunities to be able to produce certain things. But as you get older and as you continue on throughout your career, I think you forget a lot of it. You come up and you build something for yourself, but then you forget about it. And I had forgotten about the beginning part of my career. What put me here, why I was so confident in my skill set. In high school and college, I wasn't a confident kid at all. I was a very shy and introverted kid. This field made me this way. It built me to be this way because you have to be. And I had forgotten that. The lack of confidence that I had within the last couple of years was because I had forgotten about how hard I pushed myself to get to this point. And here I am, being able to talk to all of you guys, being able to tell you guys my story. A lot of the people that watch these vlogs are also people that know me. But the part that they know me for and the part that they're seeing here are completely different. And that's what I want to be able to show you guys is the other side of me that people didn't get to see. The other side of me that maybe one group of people got to see, but the other didn't. And that's the most beautiful part for me, is being able to bring all of those into one thing. Remember that education isn't meant to be scary. I think that's what school made education. Education to me was always something very scary. Whenever I heard education, it was almost this trauma. And I think a lot of kids have that trauma of when you think of education, you think about time. You don't have enough time. They say that in high school, you should know what you want to do because after 4 years, you have to pick. But that's the thing is some kids aren't built that way. For me, I wasn't built that way. I was just grateful that I kind of fell into place and it happened that way. I want to tell you guys that education is about failure. Education is about falling. Education is about learning. Education is about development. I think that's the message for this vlog is that don't be scared of failing. To fall and to fail is to learn and to educate. Through failure, you can educate others who are in the same situation as you. I wanted to say thank you once again to all of you guys. I hope that you guys enjoy these vlogs. I'm learning to become more comfortable with the camera, become more comfortable with being me. And I hope that you guys understand that, and I hope that you guys are, enjoy these small little segments that I put in the beginning and these talks. So thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.